Okay, so this is a video on alarms. It's something I did not cover on my previous EDS demo video because I didn't know about alarms and I didn't know how to do it. So there's a button here, the third button, it says events when you put your mouse over it. It's just this triangle with the exclamation point. These are alarms. So if you left click on this button, it pops up a window, and this is all the alarms at STP, both units. If you look at the alarm list, you should see, so you can see some unit 1 alarms, some unit 2 alarms. So this is all the alarms in both units. If you're just interested in looking at one unit, if you look at the sources of data coming from ICS, it's coming from unit 1 and unit 2. So if you want, like, you can deselect unit 1 and you can only look at unit 2 alarms. And now if you look at the list, it's only unit 2. Same thing if you want to switch to unit 1, you could just select unit 1 only, deselect unit 2, and you're looking at alarms that are in unit 1. So this is just active alarms right now. If you look at the top of this window, there's a button that says historical. So if you click on historical, if you want history, you can go back and look at stuff that happened in the past. Now when you click on historical, it just kind of blanks out. After you click on the historical button, you need to click on this button above it that says download. When you click on the download button, this allows you to say when you want to go back to. So right here, I select custom range. And just the other day, somebody called me and they were interested in alarms that happened on February 15th between 5 and 6 in the morning. So here I just change the date to February 15th. We'll start at 5. I'll just kind of tab over 0. And you notice this doesn't have military time, so you got to select AM or PM. So starting February 15th at 5 a.m., that's the start time. The end time, oh wait, that's got March 15th. Let's make that February. I don't know why that went up. Okay, so February 15th, 2021. We'll stop at 6. We'll get 1 hour of alarms. Make that 0. So that all looks good. So February 15th, 5 a.m. to February 15th, 6 a.m. I want all the alarms. And then I just say download. And now again, this is going to download, it might download both units if you have both selected. So this person was only interested in unit 1 alarm. So let's just deselect unit 2. And oh, one other thing I forgot to mention, this historical alarms. Let's just kind of download this again. When you set it up, you notice where it says max events per server, 200. You can increase that. So if you have something going on in the plant where you might have a lot of alarms, it might cut it off. So let's just increase this to, let's go up to 500. Download and make sure we just have unit 1 selected. So here we go. So these are alarms that occurred in unit 1 between 5 and 6 in the morning on February the 15th. And you can see that all these points are unit 1. So we can kind of scroll down. I think the way this works is at the very bottom, it kind of starts at the bottom. So, you know, like here, like the first alarm it has here is like 5:09, and then it kind of goes forward in time. Now, if you want to save this data, what you do is you go up here and there is a button that says save to file. And you could just save this this file. You can call it whatever you want. I'll just type in the word test. And honestly, I'm not really sure what file type. I think it's just like a text file. So let's just go ahead and save that. Now, what I found is, what's kind of nice, is you can open up this file in Excel that you just saved. And it's not that hard to make it look usable. So I saved that file. Now I'm going to open that file in Excel. Okay, so I'm going to go to the directory that I saved it in. So let's see. I put it in this directory. And this is important too, where it says all Excel files, you need to change that to all files, because that EDS alarm history was not saved in Excel format. That's some sort of, it's like a text file, I think. So I go down until I see the word test. There it is. So I just say open. Open this test file. It pops up this warning window about the format, and you just say yes. Now, at this point, I do put that the data has headers. I'm not sure that that's that important, but what is important is that you select this delimited button about the characters that are comma separated. Because if you look at this, it's got a comma that separates the date, the time, the ICS point. From here, you say next, and then you say that the delimiters are commas, that's what separates the data. And then from here, you say next, and finish is fine. And at this point, now it's in Excel. Some of it's kind of like the timestamp. It actually has like the time, the date and time, so it gets cut off, so you can kind of expand that. Here, the point description's cut off. Yeah, there's different ways you can kind of massage this data. I'm not an Excel expert by any means, and whoever's watching this video probably knows a whole lot more about Excel than I do. The way I deal with this, when I dump ICS data to Excel, let's see, wow, we got like 400 lines of data. I just select the whole thing, and then I go up here where it says format, column width, Autofit column width. And then once I do that, now I can see all the points. I can see the points, the descriptions, all this good stuff, and you can save it as an Excel file now, and so now you've got an Excel file of all the alarms in Unit 1 on February 15th between 5 and 6 a.m.